responsive layout. And in this lesson, we'll be looking at this very important topic that has been on the internet for a very long time. Let's look at what responsive layout actually is. Responsive design in Figma involves designing interfaces that work well across a range of screen sizes and devices, from mobile phones to desktop computers. Here are some of the tips for creating responsive designs in Figma. 1. Use grids. Now, different screen sizes have different grid setting, just like mobile apps, iPads, and desktop. I'm going to show you how this works in practicals. Grids are a useful tool for creating responsive designs. By setting up a grid system, you can ensure that your design elements are aligned and spaced consistently across different screens or sizes. All right. 2. Use auto layout. As mentioned earlier, auto layout is a powerful feature in Figma that allows you to create responsive designs by automatically adjusting the layout of your design elements as you resize them. Test on different devices. To ensure that your design works well on different devices, you can use Figma's device preview feature to test your design on different screen sizes and resolutions. Prioritize key content. When designing for smaller screens such as mobile devices, it's important to prioritize the most important content and design elements. These may involve simplifying the design or using collapsible menus to conserve space. Use responsive components. Figma's responsive components feature allows you to create components that adjust their layout and content based on the screen size. These can be particularly useful for complex designs such as tables or forms. Lastly, design with flexibility in mind. When designing for a range of screen sizes, it's important to think about how your design will adapt to different contexts. For example, a design that looks great on a desktop screen may need to be simplified or adjusted for a smaller mobile screen. By following these tips, you can create responsive designs in Figma that look great and work well across a range of screen sizes and devices. But before you go, let's see how this is done. Now, back to our screen workspace or the editor, you can go up here and choose your different screen size. So I'm going to use iPhone 14. I'm going to also choose for an iPad, that's a tablet. I'm going to use iPad 12.9, and I'm also going to choose the last one being desktop. So I'm going to choose desktop. Right, so these are different screens and they are meant for mobile, iPad, and desktop, which is your laptop. Now I'm going to choose the different settings. So let's go to this one. And we already have a grid setting for this, so we're going to choose the grid setting 4 point. All right, and then I'm definitely going to adjust this grid. So to do that, all I'll need to do is come here, click here, and then adjust it to 4-point grid. Change the color to black. Rather, the margin would be 20 and the gutter would be 16. Right, that one is ready. Let's go to the next one. That is for mobile. For the next one, I'm going to be using layout grid. Would use columns. We'll change it from 5 to 8. We'll change the margin to about 40, and then the gutter will be 20, and then my color back to black. Awesome. We'll do it for the last one, being the laptop screen or the desktop. Layout grid. All right, come to columns, we change that to 12. Margin would be 100 and gutter would be 24, and definitely my color will be black. Right, so we have our different layouts set. So how do we go about the design? Let's find one of our pieces that we've created in some of the other screens. Right, so we don't have it here. Let's go to the main design, grab something from our prototype, let's grab this. We're going to cut that by pressing Ctrl X, and I'll bring it into these frames. Right, for this one I'm going to be using this, right, and I'll enlarge it to fill up the entire screen. Now it's going to be 1, it can be 2, so I'm going to leave it as 1, and I'm going to give it a title. So I'll just get this text out, and we have a text color, so I would use the text color for text, right, and change it to body text 1. So we can say this is rewards. All right, bring it downwards, and we can create more of something like that, but we're going to just use shapes. So we have this and we have this. Let's say this is products. You know what, let's design something in it. So I'm going to right click on this and click on frame selection, and I'm going to bring this into this. We're going to title this iPhone, because I love iPhones, iPhone 15, and we're not going to use this body 1, we'll use body 2, and we're going to put the price. The price will be like 2M. 2M, so we're going to put it at 2 million naira. Right, and we have these 2 elements now. Would move them up a bit so that we can have the button. Get rid of this and use the gray again. Right, so let's grab a button from one of the buttons we created. So let's grab this one. I'm going to bring it in here. Right, so you can see it's big, so we'll select this, is 36, and we'll change it to 16. Our button has been adjusted. We can reduce the size. Right, let's make that adjustment from this one, center, and it's going to affect this one as well. So reduce this to around, yeah, let's do 44. So bring that in, send it downwards a bit, and extend it. Right, let's adjust this way. So we have our button, and we'll definitely need an image. So let's have an image here, right, and that will be the image of the iPhone. For now, we'll just give it a color, the color gray, and then we can change this to white. And by changing that to white, this becomes a card. Delete this one, and we can give it a soft shadow effect. So let's give it D2 and duplicate this and shut down our other stuff. So this can only take 2. All right, and what I'll do actually is, because I don't like working with drop shadows, I'm going to turn off the drop shadow, and I'll divide the screen into 2. So I'll do this, and I'll give this color F8, F8, F8. Right, and with that I'll be able to adjust it some more so that the color shows well. Right, so we have our products, and we'll put this in auto layout. Nice, it's now in auto layout, and this one as well. So all of these now are in an auto layout frame. Right, so you know what, I'm going to choose this color because I like it. I'm going to wrap the top of it because I like that wrapping. Right, and I'm going to curve the down parts, not so clear. Let me see if I can make it be clear enough. Right, and then we can choose this color. Okay, so cool. So this can be 25 by 25, and this is cool. I like it. Right, so we have this. This is the screen for product, and this is the one for let me see, close this out. This is the one for the iPad. So I'm going to do this, bring these two items in here, right, and these items, this would definitely have like a text or something. So if I'm to convert it, this is going to have like a body text. This is going to have like a body text, like a very long text. Yeah, so I would select this and enlarge it. I'm actually going to enlarge it fully to cover the entire screen. Move this upward. I'm going to change that text from body to H3. Right, we have that, and I'm going to bring in this. Although this is like a mobile app design, that's how you design a mobile application. So I'm going to bring in this, and for this I'm going to extend it. Right, cool. And we have how many lines? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to send this out a bit first, and these two definitely have to adjust. Move this way and increase this until it touches. Awesome. And this one would be H3, and we can now bring it back into our frame. Right, so we have this, increase the proximity in text, no, and we have this, select this to move them upward a bit. Right, with that we can now duplicate more. So we'll press Ctrl D, and we have it balanced. Alright, so this is what we can do for this. In some cases you may want to use just 3 for it. That's 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You'd break it into 3, but I'm going to break it into 4, and then we can do the same thing for this. Alright, so for this one, select this, move it in, right, and I will put it at the center, somewhat like this. Alright, and place this at the center as well, and let's extend this downwards a bit, and with that I'll bring this into it. So we can do this, bring this downwards, okay, move this upward, push it in a bit. This is going to take on 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, but it can take up more than 4, but let's make that 4. Alright, so the sizes will not be the same. So we can do this, push this in there. With the scale tool, we can move it upward. And now we can take it out and extend this, and then balance this, and then move it back in. Right, so with this we can extend this more to have more of this, and that will be it. Alright, so that is how you can create a responsive design and have things just flow in different way, from mobile to an iPad and to a desktop. So you can flow your designs this way, and you will be able to create something responsive for the developers to know how to actually align these things when they are working at their own end. All right, in some cases, in some other cases, you may want to do things like this. If I get rid of this and duplicate this into this, all right, reduce this text to, like, let's say body text, and sort of increase this text. If we increase this text to something like this, all right, we can be able to do more to it by just selecting this text, all right, going to our auto layer channel and pressing down. What we've done is simply this. So if I scroll down, you're going to see all of them, and we've changed the layout in just one click. And that is why it's important to use auto layout, because it creates a responsive design for you that is easy to move in regardless of the screen. So you can see how it has positioned itself for us, and we can be able to have a seamless design that is very good. Now, by using by prioritizing some of these key elements, or by using components, rather responsive components, you can be able to create different sizes. For instance, the size of this frame is not same with this frame. All right, so these are two different elements, and the size of this frame is not same with the rest of them. So if I wanted to work for all of these screens, I would create these different screens, and then I would select all of them and put them in an auto layout when it creates in a component set. So click on create component set, and then I can give them different names, like this is for iPad and this is for mobile, and then the last one is for web. All right, this way, if I create a frame, for instance, if I draw a frame here like this, cool, I can take one of it, bring it in, and if it's not the frame for this, I can simply come here to the property component channel, click down and choose mobile, or I can change it to iPad, whichever one, and it will be responsive enough for me. So if I reduce this to, the width will be 375, yeah, so I can change it as I like to anything that works for the design. And that's how you create responsive designs, and you can use plugins to, like, join them together point by point. You can see more videos on YouTube about how to do that within your time. Right, so this is how you can create responsive layouts in your designs on Figma, and have a more responsive and consistent look and feel for your design solutions in Figma. I'll see you in the next lesson.